Hello, Beatle friends, and hello to everybody else watching. Great to see you all today. Hope the new year is well for all of you. Welcome to my first Beatles update video of 2020. In this Beatles update video, I'm going to show you the rest of my 2019 finds that I haven't shown in the Beatles update video. I haven't posted a Beatles update video since this past October. All these finds I've purchased after the last Beatles update video. So hope you enjoy seeing the rest of my 2019 finds and my first Beatles update video of 2020. And let's begin. My first Beatles find in this Beatles update video is the new book by Peter Asher titled The Beatles from A to Z, an alphabetical mystery tour. Back of it. This book is based on a series of shows that Peter Asher did on his show called From Me to You, which airs on the Beatles channel on Sirius XM. Peter did a series of shows about the Beatles, discussing the Beatles in alphabetical order. It's like an alphabetical journey through the Beatles' career. And here's the inside here. That's Peter Asher's 12-string acoustic, a Gibson 12-string acoustic guitar. And has a photo there. Peter and Gordon with Ed Sullivan. Photo of Peter Asher right here. And the last thing I want to show you before I move on to my new find is Peter's autograph right here. I already have Peter Asher's autograph, but if I wanted to get this book, I need Peter Asher's autograph on it. I ordered this off the Fest for Beatles Fans website. Arrived safe and sound, and looks great. Now to move on to my Beatles 45 purchases. I have a amount of 45s here to show you in this update video. Gonna start off with the solo 45s. The first one here is a single by Wings, Give Ireland Back to the Irish, made in R of I, which stands for Republic of Ireland. So this is an Irish pressing of the 45. This was 50 cents. And on the other side is an instrumental version of the song. And let me show you a close-up of the record. This one looked like it was played a lot. Nice label there. Sadly missing a push-out center. And here's the other side. Next 45, also by Wings. Let 'Em In, US pressing. I also got this for 50 cents. And on the other side is Beware My Love. Close-up of the record. This is thick vinyl. Black Capital label. The next 45 I'm going to show you is a George Harrison promo 45. This is Love. Promotion, not for sale. And here's the other side. The song repeats on both sides. I found this at my local record store for only a couple dollars. And here's a close-up of the promo 45. Dark Horse label. We're now going to move on to the Beatles 45s, the Beatles as a group. The first Beatles 45 is Love Me Do, backed with P.S. I Love You. This is a UK 1982 limited edition picture disc pressing. This was released on the 20th anniversary of the single back in 1982. Sadly, there's a seam split on the bottom of this plastic sleeve. I bought this for only $5 at Culture Clash Records in Toledo, Ohio. I already have this, but couldn't resist this one. As soon as I saw it for $5, I'm like, why not? Let me show you the 45, the picture disc itself. And this one's in nice condition. Next 45 I'm going to show you by the Beatles is Twist and Shout on Tolly Records. This is on the Green Bracket Tolly label. On the B side is There's a Place. A fan by the name of Carol wrote her name on the label. And this one is in good condition. Wear on the labels on both sides, but it's nice to have. I didn't pay much for this. The next Beatles 45 is one of my last Beatles finds of 2019. I've purchased this during the holiday season. Next Beatles 45 is a Grease single pressing, a single released in Greece by Parlophone. And this is an interesting single too. Roll Over Beethoven. On the other side is Do You Want to Know a Secret? Both songs are in mono. This was on eBay for a nice low price. And after the release of the Beatles Singles Collection box set, which has all the UK Beatles singles with picture sleeves from all around the world, I was inspired to get a Beatles single release and pressed in Greece. Here's a close-up of the label. Yeah, interesting single because both songs are sung by George Harrison. Roll Over Beethoven side and Do You Want to Know a Secret? Both sung by George. And this one's in good condition. I played it and it plays through without any issues. My next Beatles 45 is Help Back with I'm Down on Capitol Records, US pressing. And this one has the picture sleeve in real nice condition. Here's a better look at the picture sleeve. Here's the 45 on the orange swirl Capitol label. This is the East Coast pressing, pressed at the Scranton, Pennsylvania plant. This one plays great. Both songs play through without any issues, and this record is in nice condition. The next 45 I'm going to show you is also one of my last Beatles finds of 2019. It's a UK export 7-inch single, If I Fell, backed with Tell Me Why, both from A Hard Day's Night album and movie. It's on Parlophone. It's a UK pressing, which is an export pressing, exported to another country. And here's the back of it with the Parlophone sleeve. Let me show you the Parlophone sleeve before I show you the record. And this one's in real nice condition. UK pressing. And let me show you the record. Close-up of the record. You notice the tax code that's stamped on the push-out center of the record. And here's the other side, the B side, Tell Me Why. And this record plays great too. It's an earlier variation. Speaking of A Hard Day's Night, I have a Holland pressing of the single to show you next. Here's the picture sleeve for the Holland pressing of the single, which makes an appearance in the Beatles singles collection box set. But this is the original that I found for a nice price on the internet. Picture sleeve's in real nice shape. Here's one side of it. I always loved this picture sleeve. I remember seeing this in the Beatles books, and I saw this 45 sleeve. I've always loved it. It's a perfect picture for this single. A Hard Day's Night backed with Things We Said Today. The record's in a different sleeve. I didn't put it, the record was not placed in this picture sleeve, and I don't want to put it in this picture sleeve. I want to keep this picture sleeve in nice condition. The record's placed in this plain white sleeve. Let me take the record out and show you the 45. It's in real nice shape. Close-up of the label. I always love these early Parlophone labels for the 45s, early 45s. Record's in wonderful condition. There's the other side. Things We Said Today. Made in Holland. I have a couple more 45s to show you in this Beatles update video, and they're both promo records. The first one I'm going to show you is an authentic one, and the second promo record is a counterfeit. But this first one, which is an authentic record, I already have this in my collection, but doesn't hurt to get another one. And this one is not in better condition than the other one I have, but I feel I needed another authentic copy of this particular record. The next 45, like I said, a promo record. Dialogue from the Beatles motion picture Let It Be. A promo record by Apple with dialogue from the Let It Be film. And there's 3 tracks, as you can see. Manufactured by Apple Records Incorporated, an APCO managed company. And on the back is blank. By the way, here's a close-up of the Apple sleeve. The Apple sleeve's in nice condition. The last 45 I'm going to show you in this update video is a promo 45. Unfortunately, it's a counterfeit. This is a John Lennon dialogue record. It's John Lennon discussing Ronnie Hawkins and the song Down in the Alley. You know, talking about how much John enjoyed Ronnie Hawkins and the song Down in the Alley. It has his dialogue and the song Down in the Alley. And Down in the Alley is a real good blues song. And here's the other side. The long rap has more of John talking here. And it's on the Cotalian label. Sorry if I didn't pronounce it right. But I am aware of this company because they put out the Woodstock album 50 years ago. And it's an Atlantic label too. And despite that it's a counterfeit, it is in real nice condition and nice to have. I'd love to have an authentic copy of this. That's all of the Beatles 45s in this Beatles update video. Now to show you a couple of record mats and the vinyl records, the vinyl albums in a 12-inch single. The first one I'm going to show you is a Sgt. Pepper record mat by Crosley. Sealed, never opened. This one I got at Finders in Bowling Green, Ohio. The second record mat, also purchased at Finders Records. Magical Mystery Tour mat. Platter pad, as they call it. Also by Crosley. I'm going to show you the vinyl albums and the 12-inch single. I always start with the solo Beatles finds, so I'm going to start off with a Paul McCartney album here. This is Paul's first album since leaving the Beatles, the McCartney album from 1970, and it's a German pressing. Back of it, it's an original. And I found this at my local record store for a very nice price. And I'm happy to have another German album in my collection, German pressing of an album. And it's laminated, as you can see. It's got a German catalog number here. And this album's about to be 50 years old in a few months. And here's the gatefold. The gatefold's not laminated, but it still looks nice as usual. Here's the record, pressed in Germany on the Apple label. And here's side 2 of the album. My next vinyl find, also by Paul McCartney, well, Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson to be exact. This is a UK 12-inch of Say Say Say, and it's sealed, never opened. I found this for a nice low price on the internet, and I used a gift card that was given to me by a friend. And I haven't opened this, so I can't show you the record, but hope you enjoyed seeing this 12-inch single sealed. My last solo Beatles find is by George Harrison. This is George's second solo album, Electronic Sound. And this is his second experimental album. And this one's a UK pressing on Zapple Records. Here's a close-up of the jacket, the album jacket. It's laminated. And this is another one I purchased with a gift card. And this was a nice 2-digit amount that I paid for this UK pressing. Here's a close-up of the UK inner sleeve with the track details. Other side of the inner sleeve, which is blank. Here's a close-up of the record on the Apple label, Zapple label. And this is the first UK pressing because it has the Soden UK text on the label. The second pressing doesn't have the Soden UK text. And this record's in wonderful condition. And here's side 2 of the record. And I'm going to be honest about this album. I only played about 3 to 4 minutes of this album, and then I turned it off. So I don't think I'm ever going to get through this album, but I do need this in my collection as a Beatlemaniac. The rest of the finds will be the Beatles records. The next find is A Hard Day's Night original motion picture soundtrack in stereo on United Artists. Back of it, and it's in the shrink. I found this at my local record store for about $30. This one's in the shrink, and it's in real nice condition. But the jacket is a second variation because of the publishing credits right here. All songs published by Macklin Music Incorporated and Urant Music Corporation, BMI, except This Boy and I'll Cry Instead, which is listed as I Cry Instead, which are published by Macklin Music, BMI. And the reason I say this is a second variation is because the first variation doesn't have I Cry Instead here in the publishing credits section here. But still, you know, this is like a circa 64, 65 pressing. I would say about, you know, or about 65. Here's a close-up of the album in the shrink. The shrink's in wonderful condition. Other side here. Here's a close-up of the United Artists inner sleeve that holds the record. And like the album jacket, this one is also a circa 1965 variation because, as you can see, that's George Martin and his orchestra play Help. That album was released in 1965. And here's the other side. This is a real nice inner sleeve. Now the record here is the original 1964 variation, and it's in wonderful condition. I only cleaned this record, I haven't played it, but it looks wonderful. Here's a close-up of the label, United Artists label. Other side. My next Beatles vinyl find is the Decca tapes, unauthorized release. This is another one I bought at Finders Records in Bowling Green, Ohio. And this is a clear vinyl edition, ultra clear 180 gram vinyl edition. Back of it. I just took the record out. And before I show you the record, I want to show you what the front cover looks like without the record, if that's okay. Here's a close-up of the record on clear vinyl. I played some of the tracks and so far the pressing sounds real good. My next Beatles find is Introducing the Beatles. This is version 2. Another copy of Introducing the Beatles version 2. Jacket's not in great condition, as you can see. Lots of wear. Other side. Please, comma, please me. Close-up of the VJ inner sleeve. Here's a reason why I bought another copy of this album. It's on the VJ Oval label. All my other copies of Introducing the Beatles version 2 are all on the VJ Brackets label, and that also includes the stereo version 2 albums. But I've always wanted version 2 with the VJ Oval label, and I found this for a nice price on the internet. And I'm happy to have version 2 on the VJ Oval label. And the record's in real good condition. Here's side 2. Also has the please, comma, please me listing. My next Beatles find is a record show find. There was a record show event in my area during the holiday season. I went to the record show just to look around, and I only picked up one item, one album, and that's Real Music. And this is a UK pressing on Parlophone. And here's a better look at the album jacket without the plastic sleeve here. And I already have many copies of this album, and they're all the yellow vinyl promo pressings released by Capitol in the US. I also have a Canadian yellow vinyl edition, which is also a promo record, and it's sealed. Here's a close-up of the inner sleeve, UK inner sleeve. This one doesn't have the souvenir book, but I'm not bothered by it because all my other yellow vinyl copies have the souvenir book. Here's a close-up of the vinyl record pressed in the UK on the Parlophone label. Now the version of I Should Have Known Better on this UK pressing of Real Music is the regular stereo mix with the harmonica mistake at the beginning. The US pressing of this album and the Canadian pressing of this album has a version of I Should Have Known Better with the correct harmonica opening. This one has the regular stereo mix with the mistake at the beginning. Record's in wonderful condition, as you can see. I had to clean it up after I bought it home from the record show. My last Beatles find in this update video is a Christmas album. It's a bootleg Christmas album, to be exact. This was also one of my last 2019 Beatles finds. This is the Beatles Alternate Christmas Songs and Messages bootleg. Back of it. Real nice artwork. Here's a close-up of the record on red vinyl. This bootleg Christmas album includes a Christmas speech outtakes, unused dialogue that was rejected from the final Christmas records for the Beatles fan club members, an extended version of Christmas Time Is Here Again, which clocks in at about 6 minutes, and a rare John demo of Happy Christmas War Is Over, which is wonderful. I enjoyed listening to the demo. And I have to say I did not enjoy listening through the outtakes and dialogue on this record. I was already aware of these tracks when I purchased this record. I saw this on eBay during the holiday season, and I posted about this on social media, and I got Joe, Mean Mr. Mayo, to buy this, as well as Matthew Street later on. You know, it was shortly after Joe posted his video, and Joe also posted a review of this album. So I suggest you check it out, even though the holiday season is over. It's still nice to have in my collection, because I am a Beatlemaniac, and I do need this in my collection. I won't spin this one a lot, but I won't play this one first before the actual Christmas Fan Club records. You know, I would play the Christmas Fan Club records first, and then after the 1969 record, I can put this on. Even though the material's not great on this bootleg Christmas album, except for the Christmas Time Is Here Again extended version and the Happy Christmas War Is Over demo, I'm happy to have this in my collection as a Beatlemaniac. That is it for my Beatles update video showing you the rest of my 2019 Beatles finds. Hope you enjoyed seeing the vinyl records, the record mat, and the Peter Asher autograph book. And like I always say, stay tuned for more videos. And hope all of you so far are having a wonderful 2020. It's already a few days into the new year. And so far things are great for me. And I'm really looking forward to posting more on this channel. So like I said before, I'll say it again. Stay tuned for more videos. Talk to you all later. Thank you very much for watching.